back to my channel. Today I have a tour of my pantry for you. If you missed my keto fridge tour, I will have it linked up above so you can go back and see what I keep in my fridge and my freezer. For today I am showing you my pantry, my spice cabinets, and my supplement cabinet. And so you literally get to see anything that I use for cooking, or anything I use for supplements, or anything that I use to eat or snacks or ingest or anything like that. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, taking a look into my pantry. Up there I have some bourbon, which I drink, and my Pyrex dishes, and then I have my lunch bag and my iron and my helmet up there. And then down here I have my savory foods, so water chestnuts, sardines, tuna, olive oil that I use for mayonnaise, some anchovies to make Caesar dressing, tomato products, capers, organic beef broth because I only had chicken in my freezer, organic pumpkin, some pickles that a friend gave us, some pepperoncinis, artichoke hearts of palm, olives, some cashew butter, sesame oil, organic yellow mustard, which isn't this stuff isn't opened yet. Oh, some beans. Yeah, we don't really use those. Real bacon pieces. I just got those at Aldi. Olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. Some crisp bread crackers that my husband has been liking from Trader Joe's because they're made with flaxseed and stuff, so they don't have that many carbs. For one cracker, it's about 4 net carbs, so he really likes those. Pork rinds, spicy and regular. And then over here is kind of our carb up stuff. So we have organic white rice. I think this is gluten-free noodles. We haven't used these in a really long time because we don't really eat those anymore. Some quinoa, some green lentils that we also haven't used in a while, white beans, garbanzo beans, some rice wraps, non-GMO corn for when I make my husband popcorn, and some nori, and then this is pork rinds that I pulverized up because I use that in some recipes sometimes. And down here on the bottom is a lot of the stuff that I use to bake with. In here I keep my dark chocolate bars in here, so these are my snacks in there. And then I have baking soda, baking powder. This is the coconut oil that's unrefined, so it tastes like coconut. So I usually only use this in baking products. I have some organic peanut butter, and because this one's almost all gone, some cacao nibs, Swerve, some raw cacao powder, some extra almond butters, and then pretty much all the rest of the stuff in the back we don't use because it's not really keto approved. So these are, I babysit a little boy, and he really he'll eat pistachios and some craisins, and then this vanilla almond butter because it has sugar and stuff in it. So I leave those for him. And then I have date sugar that my sister gave me that I haven't used. I have some limes and fenugreek seasoning. I have raw cacao butter. I need to use it in a fat bomb because I don't like it in my coffee. Brown sugar. There's some oil and some regular flour and sugar back here for if I make stuff for people that aren't gluten-free or keto. This has tapioca starch in it because that's what I used to use for my baking a lot. I have potato flour, my raw honey, some regular cocoa powder, some dates, and some kosher salt. And so yeah, a lot of this stuff was from when I used to be paleo and bake with that kind of stuff. And so I kind of haven't used it in a while, but I don't want to get rid of it in case, you know, I'm making like a birthday cake or having to bake something for someone else. Then down here I have some red potatoes I got since I'm carving up every day, and I have some sweet potatoes up there. This is just an empty cooler, and I have some seltzer water. Then Graham's food in here. These are his snacks and stuff. These are my onions, and then those are the extra like sodas that I get when they're on sale. So it's $1.99 for a whole 6-pack instead of like $4. So that's my pantry, and I'll show you some of my spices in my spice cabinet. So this is our coffee cabinet, and I had talked about these before in my Aldi grocery haul, which I'll link above right here, where my husband, he really likes to have his coffee sweetened, and he's not a huge fan of like the bulletproof coffee. And so he wanted me to get, like, he loved vanilla creamer. And so I was getting the sugar-free vanilla creamer, but it's filled with chemicals and I didn't like it. So now he switched over to just heavy cream and using these flavorings. So he actually liked it better than those. And so this is made with Splenda. I wish it was made with stevia, but it's not. But I mean, the ingredients aren't too bad. And it's much better with him having like the real heavy cream. It's much better for him than that like other stuff. And I just got this today, so he has not used this one yet, but he loves hazelnut. So I'm hoping that he will really like this one. So I keep those in there, our mugs on this side, and then I have some pumpkin pie spice out for coffee or teas. And then normally I get our coffee at Aldi, but I had gotten some pumpkin flavored coffee, which is in this bag. And so he's been using that. And then this was normally like $9. I saw it at Kroger and it was closeout for only $4. So since it's already ground and the Aldi coffee I have to grind, I decided to get this one to try. So I have not poured it into the coffee container yet because there's still a little bit in here and I didn't want to mix them. So I'll be putting that one in here. So this is part of my spice cabinet and part of my it's like vinegars. So I have like raw apple cider vinegar, I have liquid smoke, I have some smoked sea salt, balsamic vinegar, I have chili powder, which I will be putting up there once I get rid of those big containers up at the top, some bay leaves, some Worcestershire, some rice vinegar, some red wine vinegar, and some parsley back there because I don't use those very often. And then up here I have like the 21 seasoning salute. I have like white pepper, sesame seeds, the red pepper flakes, sage, celery salt, like Old Bay. I just have like a whole bunch of different spices up here that aren't my normal go-tos. And then on this shelf, I have all my like dessert kind of spices. So this is actually cloves in there. But like cardamom, ground ginger, cloves, nutmeg, and so that's kind of stuff. Then I have some extra Himalayan salt and some other iodized salt that I had been using because I couldn't find the Himalayan. Then I have avocado oil, my pink salt, some bacon grease, and this is the naturally refined coconut oil. I have nutritional yeast flakes, which is great if you're dairy free. I have this tagine seasoning, which is really good, especially on sweet potatoes. This is my coconut butter, which I think I'm gonna buy some off of Thrive to try and see like what theirs tastes like. I really like this, but I just want to see like what their consistency is. And then this is some like homemade curry powder. Then over here I have chili lime seasoning from Trader Joe's, which I actually like the tagine one better. Organic ground cumin, smoked paprika, barbecue rub seasoning, everything but the bagels. This is so good. And chipotle chili pepper, which my husband loves. Basil, cayenne, oregano, dillweed, thyme, Italian. These are like the ones I just use the most. Cinnamon, garlic, pepper, and onion powder. And then in here I have my supplements. This is my collagen that I put in my tea every single morning, and it's a great source of protein. I also put it in smoothies sometimes to make like a protein smoothie. That is great. And then this one you can only put into the hot things or cold things, I forget. This one is more like the actual gelatin to like make like Jello. This Natural Calm is magnesium, and that's raspberry lemon flavor. This maca powder I use to kind of like balance my hormones, and I put that in my tea every morning. This is my husband's multivitamin, my stevia, my vanilla, my vitamin D supplement. I always just take a prenatal just because I'm always trying to get pregnant anyway, and so I just find that this is practically the same amount of stuff that's in a regular woman's multivitamin. And my Camu powder, which is vitamin C, and then there are some liver capsules in here, which I am not a huge fan of, but I should be taking them. Oh well. Up here I have my MCT oil. This one's vanilla hazelnut, but it's almost all gone and I'm getting the regular one. And then I have some fish oil in the back, which I don't really take and I should. And then I have all my organic teas. And then up there I have like extra spices that I had gotten like on sale, and so when the other ones are finished I can like get onto those. And then I have like sprinkles and like icing stuff up there. So yeah,